Most people ask whether debt is good or bad. The rich ask a sharper question. Which lever turns borrowed money into wealth?
Two people take the same loan, same rate, same day. One drowns, one gets richer. The paperwork is identical, so what's different?
It was never the size. It was never the rate. It's which lever you're actually in a position to pull. Start with the spread. What borrowed money earns minus what it costs. When that number stays positive, the strategy can work. Because a loan is nothing more than rented money. The only question that matters is whether it earns more than the rent. Your return equals spread times leverage. A small edge multiplied across more capital is the engine behind wealth built. But here's what nobody hands you. Which lever fits you? So instead of 6 random tactics, I'll give you one decision tree. Before every branch stands one gate, your credit score. It shapes approval, borrowing cost, and ultimately the spread you can. So don't start with the fanciest move. Start with the branch you can actually reach from where you stand today.
Branch 1 can work this week. A 0% balance transfer. It turns expensive debt defensive, buying time to stop the...
At 24% interest, moving the balance to 0% for a 3% fee trades a rate for breathing room. The spread that was bleeding you dry just flipped, and it flipped into your pocket. Same debt, opposite direction. Reality check. The 0% window closes. Miss the payoff deadline, and the old rate snaps back fast. This branch is for one person. Anyone bleeding on high-interest debt right now. That urgency defines the route.
Branch 2 is for anyone selling a product or service, from a full company to a weekend side hustle.
It's called trade credit, or the float. Your supplier lets you take the goods now and pay much later. Sell today on net 30, 60, or 90 terms, and customer cash arrives long before your supplier bill becomes due. Here is the wealthy version. Grow value using almost none of your own cash, and your return on cash can soar. But the float is really borrowed trust. Miss one payment, and the terms and the relationship can vanish overnight. This branch is for you if you control the timing of money in and out. That timing is the leverage.
Branch 3 unlocks when you own a home with usable equity and enough cash flow to carry a new payment. A cash-out refinance converts part of your home's rising value into cash, while you keep ownership of the underlying asset.
Here is the overlooked math. Cash borrowed against home equity is generally a loan, not taxable paycheck income.
So the asset keeps working, and the freed-up cash goes to work somewhere else. $1 pulling in 2 directions.
The catch is honest and heavy. A bigger loan means bigger payments. And if rates climb, that weight climbs with them. So this branch is for you if you've got real equity and the steady cash flow to carry a larger payment.
Branch 4 goes up a level. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. This branch changes the scale.
Buy, borrow, die. 3 steps the ultra-wealthy use to spend without selling and without triggering a big tax bill. Step 1, buy growing assets. Step 2, borrow against for living cash, avoiding a sale while the underlying growth keeps compounding. Step 3, when an asset passes on, its cost basis may reset, changing how unsold gains are taxed. A billionaire playbook is not something people run on an afternoon. This branch sits at the top of the tree. This branch is for you once you hold a large, growing portfolio of appreciating assets. Now snap it together. The whole tree comes down to 3 questions. You can answer in 10 seconds.
Question 1. Are you bleeding on high-interest debt today? If yes, your branch is the balance transfer. Handle the wound first. Question 2. Do you control when money moves in and out? If yes, the float can quietly fund your growth. Question 3. Do you own an appreciating asset? A home routes you to the refinance. A large portfolio unlocks the top branch.
That's the whole point. Your stage decides your lever. The tactic isn't good or bad, it's a fit or it isn't. Quick gut check before we land it. Which branch surprised you the most? Hold that answer, you'll want it in the comments. Here's the honest guardrail. Leverage magnifies both directions. The same lever that lifts a gain can deepen a loss as quickly. Keep one rule above everything. Never borrow beyond what cash flow can carry. A spread means nothing if the payment... Back to the top. It was never the size of the loan, and it was never the rate. It is the spread times your leverage, run on the one branch you can actually reach today. That is your practical move. Debt is not a sin or trophy. It is a tool, useful only when you know exactly where to aim it.
Tell me which branch fits you now. 1, 2, 3. Subscribe, because next we build the risk side.
Money made simple. This is the simple coin, where clear financial thinking turns intimidating choices into practical next steps. This is financial education, not advice. Verify every number and your local rules before taking action.